Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of this MotoGP career mode. Now, I'm sorry that I've not been uploading. I've not felt the greatest, so I apologise, but now I'm back and ready to deliver episodes. As you can see, we've got a few contracts in from some Moto2 teams. It's not the top teams of Moto2, but they'll do. We've also had offers from teams in Moto2, well, new teams really, but I kind of like not 100% sure if I want to accept one yet, because this so far the season's going all right for me. I've had a couple of wins, podium here and there, decent points finish, but as we go into Catalonia, hopefully we can keep that win streak alive, or podium. I'm just hoping for a good race and nothing bad happens, but yeah, hopefully we can have a solid race and a good rest of the season. So, plan of action is, since it's a wet race, I'm just going to take it steady, not be too aggressive. No, I'm not the greatest in the wet personally, but it's not our first wet race now, so we have some experience in the wet, which is good, but taking it into consideration that I'm starting last. I don't know how I'll go, but it's lights out and away we go. We get an average start. We managed to pick Rossi on the line, but Catalonia is known for its long start-finish straight, where you can gain a lot of positions but also lose a lot of positions. Pretty much like Mugello. If you didn't watch that episode, then I'd say go back and oh, there's someone out wide. I don't know, it's down. I think it might be our teammate. I don't know who, but it could have been one of our teammates. By the colours of the rider, it could have been one of our teammates. But we're going through turn 3, trying to hang on. All the spray is being kicked up into our face, which is pretty shocking. But a quick replay here, you can see it was our teammate that went down. He just drifted out wide. So, free position, not complaining. But ooh, we have a little touch there with I don't know who that might be, but we have a touch with a rider. But we go down the middle, try and go up the inside of a couple of riders, but everyone's just being cautious at the moment, trying to get some track position and gain some positions. But it's a wet race, so it's going to be a long race, but we'll dive it up through the middle. Oh, another rider down. That could have been our fault right there. We tapped him. Oh, we tapped our other teammate as well. We're lucky that we didn't go down there. If you've not seen our past episodes, we've had a lot of contact and crashes with our teammates. Both of them anyway, but hopefully it's a temporary thing from now on. But we go down into turn 10. We get a dive up the inside by somebody, Toba, but we're chasing Foggier and all the others. You can see the leader up there, Mazia. He's not really going anywhere at the moment, but it's come around turn 11, then to turn 12, and then to the final corner. I ride the curb a little bit and go out wide, so we get overtaken by Fenati, trying to stick to the outside for the final corner, brake a little bit late, but he just rolls it in and gets us. But we try and get the power down, and now it's just a drag race that we win as we are in the slipstream. Now going down to the end of the straight, we get past Toby, we have a look at Foggier. We try and get switched back. Foggier gets a snap on the rear. He only just saves it, but that's another free position. Suzuki is looking at a move on Alcoba. The rear stepping away from us there. We have some decent fuel left. We have over a lap of fuel, so hopefully we can push and gain a lot of track. Well, hopefully get into the lead. We're only 11th, surprisingly. But coming around turn 4, trying to get the traction down. We go into the side of Suzuki. Luckily we both don't go down, but I brake a bit late, try and go round the outside, try and go with Alcoba. As you can see, Suzuki just gets the better traction on the inside line, obviously, and he's done. We have a little bit of tap there, you know, just saying that we're here, don't forget about us. But we go around the outside of him and possibly Alcoba, but again, that inside line being the dominant one to take. But going up the inside of him right now, try and make it the outside for Alcoba, but Suzuki's nudging his way past us once again, but I'm pretty sure we've got this move pretty much done. We've got Alcoba, we've got someone else, we've got possibly Migno, but we just break early, we get dived back up the inside by Garcia, but we do a switch back and up the inside once again. Now, from this point on, I could tell that through like this sector, oh, look at, Jesus, Garcia coming out of nowhere, but you can see this dry patch is starting to occur, and it's wearing out a tyre, but we're on the main straight, we get Migno, we get Acosta, we get, I can't say his name at the moment, could we get Binder and McPhee for the podium position, but no, we run out of straight, but we try and brake late, try and stick it round the outside, but we'll drift out wide. Luckily, we only lose one position, and we're fortunate that Acosta didn't get us there, but we go into turn forward again, brake, we go out really wide. I'm struggling now on the brakes, but Migno and Acosta are here battling for position, and they get a free position from my mistake, but we'll go up the inside of Acosta and Migno. We give Migno a little bit of tap, you know, just push him out wide a little bit, and luckily we didn't both go down, but Acosta has the drive on us both on the inside, but we just stick out through in the middle, brake late, and we've got the position secure. Acosta has a look, but he's not close enough, so now we can focus on catching the pack up front. But is it Artigas? I think it's Artigas. But we've got Artigas next. There's a decent gap from him to the top 4, but we easily take him. We've got the fastest lap of 2 minutes. Well, nearly 2 minutes dead, really. As you can see, our lap times have been pretty consistent. We've always been in the 2 minutes. But we go through turn 2. We're behind McPhee, Binder, I think Rodrigo and Mazia. We go round the outside of Binder, try and look on the inside of McPhee. McPhee goes out a little bit wide. Binder's going up the inside of us. Possibly his teammate as well, no, but we've got the inside on Binder for the next turn. But there's a crash in the back somewhere. It's not any of us up front, it's someone in the back. We go round the outside of McPhee. We've got the podium position. Now there's only Mazia and Rodrigo left to get this win. But we try and go round the outside of Mazia and turn 9, but we do the switchback. He goes out wide a little bit. We ride the curve very heavily. We're lucky that we don't get tossed off the bike there, but down the straight past Rodrigo into first, but Rodrigo brakes really late, dives up the inside, but we do the lovely switchback. And as you can see, in his final sector, it's starting to dry up. I did say it was starting to dry up. That seemed to be the only place that's drying up as well, but we're going down the main straight, and we've easily got Rodrigo. There's no doubt about it. We could go ahead and win this race. Now, all we need to do is just keep on the track. I think, well, as you can see there, that's our first warning. So we can exceed some track limits, and you know, hopefully we don't exceed them to the point where we're going to get a long lap penalty. That's something that we don't need, especially when we're leading the race on the final lap. But as we saw there, Rodrigo is sticking with us, but now we're coming up to the dry part of the track on wet tyres. It's not the most wise thing to do, but coming around turn 11, you can see, oh, there's another crash, but we don't know who it is. But you can see I'm struggling to get the traction down because obviously it's starting to dry up, but Rodrigo is gaining on. He's now 5 tenths behind us, now to 3, but we're just using every little bit of the track. He's 2 tenths behind us. Going around the final turn, he's there, we can see him, but I don't think it's enough for him. We use all the fuel and all of the tyre to go ahead and win the Catalunya GP. Now, I'll be honest, that was a very tight race between top 4, top 5, I'd say. Especially at the end there when the track started to dry up. But another good, decent amount of points for us for the road to MotoGP. There's only one DNF, and that's Antonelli. He must have been the one that crashed out when we were battling for the lead, or the top 4, top 3 places. But as you can see, we're 4th, I think 4th in the championship it was, but we're 4th for the team's championship. And yeah, so far it's going alright. Hopefully this is something to look forward to for the upcoming races. Obviously, we didn't get the greatest starts to life in Moto 3, but now we're making up for it and being up the front, winning races, winning podiums, getting fastest laps here and there. Probably pole position, but just me. I like a bit of a challenge starting last and making my way up through the field. It makes that racing a little bit more exciting, fighting for first and you've started last. But you can see we've got a proposal back from the Red Bull Moto 3 team and the Petronas Moto 3 team. I wasn't sure to accept it because, like I said in past episodes, if I accept it now, will I move in the middle of the season or will I move at the end of the season? So I didn't want to take the risk in case I moved at the end of the season, so I'm staying in Moto 3 for another season, which I don't want. So here I'm just thinking to myself, I'd rather accept a Moto 2 contract, and you know, if I move halfway through the season, that it will be phenomenal, it'll be great. But if we move at the end of the season, we move at the end of the season. But as you can see, we've just sorting out the engineers, putting them back into the places where they need to be so we can get our resources back up so we can start upgrading the frame and engine once again. There'll be a certain point where, you know, we maximize every single department out. But as you can see, got a new candidate that might want to be interested, but he's worse than our one that we've currently got, so I'm going to reject him. Almeida is currently doing well at the moment. We've got another technical staff. He's higher in the electronics department but lower in the engine. I don't want that. We're Moto 3, electronics does not matter for us. But now he's going on to the German GP. Personally, I'm not really a fan of this track because it's a lot of left turns, if you know what I mean, but I do enjoy racing around here at time to time when it's decent. Just feeling about with the quick guide setup, putting onto more traction and stuff like that. I'm not sure how this track would be on this game, but it turned out pretty well. But as you can see, Foster, McPhee, Mazia, Binder, Garcia, Rodrigo, they seem to be pretty much always up at the front, and I don't mind that. It makes for an exciting overtaking. But yeah, there we go. Valentino Rossi apparently is still in Moto 3. He's not actually, don't say anything. He's not in Moto 3. But lights out and away we go. We says we get a jump start long lap penalty, but it's actually a glitch. You can see it doesn't appear anywhere on the screen that we have to take a long lap penalty. So I only figured this out at the end of the race because it never told me to take a long lap penalty. But we did a crash at the back, but as you can see, we nearly went down ourselves. We went through the whole middle of the pack. We're lucky that we didn't get taken out or took someone out. But unfortunately, someone did go down, but I don't really care. It wasn't us. But going through the right-hander, through 3, back onto a left onto turn 4, gets few positions right there, up to turn 5, up behind someone. I don't know who that is. Down into turn 6, then into turn 7. You know, P18 at the start, decent. Could be better, but I'll take it for now. But as you can see, Fenati battling. We go through turn 8, left-hander. Do you know what I mean? A lot of left turns. There's a lot of left turns. But we go through turn 9 now. We go round the outside of that guy. I'm not going to pronounce his name, so I'll probably butcher it. But he's going to try and come back. We just put the throttle down and stamp our authority on 16th. But now we go down the back straight, down into turn 12. We go a little bit wide offline there onto the marbles, but it doesn't really matter. We've got the position secure, so we don't have to worry about anything behind us. Going through the final corner now, we can see the pack is still bunched up a little bit, so it would be pretty decent if we can pick up some people on the main straight. But as you can see, I'm drifting out, sticking to the racing line. Brake a little bit early, but that guy, I'm not going to pronounce his name once again, but he just shoots it round the outside of our teammate, and our teammate can't do anything about it. Now, we give our teammate a little bit of touch. Ooh, good ride to curb. Oh, lucky we didn't go down there. Fenati's looking back up the insiders, but we go up the inside of our teammate at turn 3. Then to the left-hander at turn 4. We need to chase this pack. We need to get them. I mean, look at the tyres already. Down to That's pretty bad. It's only lap 2 and it's down that much. You know what I mean? It's a lot of left turning, but got on later on. As you can see, it's staying within the gap to the leaders is slightly opening. You can see a gap forming between from like the P8, P7 to the top lot. But we go through the final corner. We get a decent amount of traction, and now we're in the slipstream with our teammate Migno, Boggy and all the others. But as you can see, Toba on our right with another guy. But through the first corner we get a few positions, but we cut later on. We go up the inside of these two through turn 3. That's a solid amount of positions we've just gained there. Now into the top 7 where everyone is at. Rodrigo, Acosta, McPhee, Binder, Alcoba, I think. But as you can see, Rodrigo's drifting away from his pack a little bit, so he's an easy picking at the moment. We just, you know, bump him down the straight, telling him to get a move on. But as you can see, it's lap 4 and we've pretty much nearly ran out of tyres basically. But hopefully they don't give up on us and we crash. Set the fastest lap with a 129.8. As you can see, it's a big margin from our last lap to the lap that we've just done. But go through the left hand of turn 8. Everyone's still sticking together. We're not gaining on them for now, but as soon as I bump it up into Palmo 3, because I've got just under 1.5 laps of extra fuel to use. But hopefully I can make some positions down into the final corner or into turn 1. But as you can see, we go into Palmo 3. We gain a lot of positions there. Try and get a good exit, but just timed it a little bit wrong. We're going through the final corner. Hopefully we can do the switch back on Garcia. That's trying to overtake his teammate McPhee. We get the power down Palmo 3 behind Garcia. We've got Garcia, we've got McPhee. Now it's just Mazia, Acosta and Binder. Hopefully they can have a tussle up front and we can just, you know, swoop on through like it's no one else's business. But they are just that wide. We stick tight to the corner, but it's not worked out just yet. So we're currently in P4 on lap 6, so we need to get this overtaking business done as soon as possible. We've got no more left tyre grip on front or rear. I'm just praying at this point that it just doesn't go. We're in a solid, we need the points, even though it's round about nearly halfway through the season. We need the points if we want to get into Moto 2. But you know, it's racing, anything can happen. But we're going through turn 8, we're just sticking with the top 3. But Garcia is also 410th, 510th now behind us. So he's sniffing. He's there, but he's not close to be challenging for anything. But we have a good run through those last few corners. Now down into the back straight, Palmo 3. We've got everyone except from Binder. We give him a bump. We apologise there, but we bump Costa out wide by accident. We go out wide ourselves. Now the only one left is Binder. Big boy Binder now. Going around the final turn, can we get the power down nice and early? Try and get into his slipstream. We're going over the line to make it the final lap of the race, and we set the fastest lap of a 1:29.8. But we're going around the outside of turn 1. We've got Binder already, but can he get us on the brakes? Don't think he might be able to. You can see his front wheel just there. He's having a sniff. He's going round the outside of turn 2, but we've got the inside. He does a switch back. We are... Oh, he's still there. He's having a sniff, but turn 3, the good corner that I like. We've got this win. Our first place secure. But we cut on later on in the lap. You can see Mazia got Binder. They're 4 to 5 behind us. They're battling. So that leaves us just only bring it home. But as you can see, they're close. But we come home for our second win this episode, and I'm not too sure how many wins that is, but it's the first win that we've had at this circuit and full amount of points for us to take home. Now I want to see where this puts us in the championship, because now we could be in a position to be possibly fighting for the title, the championship. As you can see, Mazzi's on 142, we're on 104 in 4th. If we can have some good consistent you know, results, maybe some more wins, some podiums here and there. And Mazia and the guys up front struggle a little bit, have some crashes. We could be in the shout to win the title. Like I said, we're nearly like halfway through the season. If I'd been well enough, we'd probably be a little bit more in. But it is what it is. We come home, take our, I don't know how many wins, but we come home to take another win. But hey ho, it is what it is. But if you've enjoyed watching this, I appreciate it so much. If you could like and subscribe and share to your friends as well, I would appreciate it so much. So I just will ask you one more time to just do that for me, please. And yeah, subscribe as well, and don't miss out on any future episodes. And yeah, peace.